Hello everybody, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I am Rob and I'm here to play some more Marvel Champions, the card game published by Fantasy Flight Games. And today we're playing Spider, SPDR, // however you want to say it. I don't know. I think it's just Spider, but I like to say SPDR. I don't know, because like Spider could mean anything, but when you're talking to someone and you mention SPDR, they should kind of know you're like, what the hell, and maybe think it's this hero. I don't know. How do you guys say it? How do you guys say this hero? Dash, capital SP, / lowercase dr -- Like, I think these dashes are just added in by FFG. Like, I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's proper, but hello everyone joining live. Hello, welcome to the channel. We're continuing our playthrough series of Marvel Champions, playing the recently released heroes, which is what I'm trying to get through right now. And yeah, so we played through on Friday. Last Friday we streamed a playthrough or two, I can't remember, of Ironheart. Yesterday we streamed a couple playthroughs of Spider-Ham, and it was delicious. Today we're streaming Spider or SPDR. And tomorrow we'll be streaming Nova. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss that. Or you can check out any of our Marvel Champions playthroughs, which we've played many since the game released. They are down in the video description. Check the playlist section if you're interested in any of that stuff. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Taff says, it's just pronounced Spider, I think. I think so too. But, yeah. Or Special Doctor. I don't know. Just kidding. Spill Doctor, says Static. Hello everybody. Hello. Welcome. So let's talk about what I've been up to since the last stream. So I thought about it. I counted, and basically in the last like 24-ish hours, I played like 12 full games of Marvel Champions, including on stream yesterday and off stream while Mel was painting last night on stream, trying to get a grasp on Spider-Ham, and then last night trying to get a grasp on Spider, SPDR, and then also playing Nova last night. I put together a couple different Nova decks. I was playing Nova this morning, actually, too. So yeah, so I played a lot of Marvel Champions. I'm almost sick of it. I'm pretty sure by tomorrow I'll be completely sick of it and I'll move on to something else. Honestly. Just kidding. I've been having fun, but man, it's been a grind. So anyone that doesn't know, the hero we're playing today, SPDR. Okay, hold on, let me rewind. Yesterday and even Friday's stream, so playing Ironheart. Okay, Ironheart, pretty awesome. A little OP, okay. Then you go to Spider-Ham. Okay, this is all true solo, right? We're just talking true solo heroes right now, right? Then we move on to Spider-Ham, who, because of his resource advantage, is like kind of broken. But I think he's designed to be kind of silly and OP and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like a joke hero, maybe. Kind of like the Arkham Horror, that dog Barkham Horror scenario expansion, kind of. That's how I think of it. Kind of silly. It has great cards in the pack, of course. So buy the pack, steal the cards out if you don't want to play a cartoon, you know, kind of jokey hero. In fact, aren't they all cartoon heroes technically? Anyways, but to go from that, then last night to put together that deck we were talking about at the end of yesterday's stream, which I believe was an aggression SPDR deck, Spider deck. And I took it and I went and played against the Sinister Six, and we talked about adding in the little modular encounter set that came in this pack. I added it to the Sinister Six. I didn't know how to do it because you're not supposed to really mess with the modular sets in that. So I added it in, but then I felt it diluted the deck, so the Sinister Six weren't spawning as much, which was annoying. I also learned that deck doesn't handle minions very well. And these 5, 6, 4, 7 health minions that are in the Sinister Six subset obviously are here to troll SPDR. They're made to like counter, just like kind of like a minion or a nemesis set, right? They're kind of like a nemesis set, I feel like they were. So it was kind of tough, like when they'd show up. And diluted the scenario. So then I took out the, I think it's like guerrilla warfare, and then I put these in. Still felt weird. And then I was thinking like, man, something's wrong here. So I played a couple more games, and I was like, this SPDR deck. SPDR is designed not so much just OP, loosey goose. Like it's a complete contrast to Spider Ham is what my vibe is. So Spider Ham like just throws money all over the place, and you can kind of put whatever in the deck and it'll afford it and do whatever. And there's room to play sloppy like I can sometimes. But SPDR, I feel like is designed the complete opposite end, where it's trying to mess with gameplay more and be more restrictive. So the decision space feels more meaningful, if that makes sense. So it's a tighter, at least right now. I'm sure there are decks probably online that bust SPDR already, or there's cards coming down, you know, the line that are going to come out and make SPDR like kind of broken, more broken. I don't know, but SPDR feels weird. We'll talk about the hero a little more, but that's why I was playing so much, because I was playing the scenario. I was trying to mess with the scenario with the Sinister Six. We're going to play the Sinister Six today. We'll try them on standard. We'll play them regular. I don't think I'm going to mix in this set. Because it just kind of like broke and it felt weird. I don't know. It didn't kind of work. I do want to mix these modular encounter sets into like a different villain, which I probably should have done, but I just didn't have time to like figure out another villain that these would work with, and then also work with SPDR in that deck. But then I switched the deck, and I realized that deck wasn't for me, and it wasn't for the scenario in any variation. Expert, regular, mixing in the modular encounter set, taking out other counter set, all that kind of stuff, did not work for me. So then I was like super frustrated. Okay, I was like, I am not going to be ready to play SPDR tomorrow. I obviously can't do it because the deck list I was looking at on stream yesterday, the most voted, highly voted one, can take down anything or whatever it said. We can probably look at it actually. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just bring it up. It'll make more sense. It'll make more sense. I know not everyone cares about this, but I'm going to go over it anyway, and people later can skip through it. But I just want to give my experience so far. Like I didn't, Spider Ham I only played once before I streamed yesterday, or like a game and a half. But SPDR I've played like 6 times now. 3 different decks, I think. And then a couple scoop games in there I'm not even counting. That I just was like, this is not happening. But yeah, I was grinding last night for like 6 hours in a row or something crazy. Trying to wrap my head around this thing, and then woke up this morning, first thing, went right back at it. I was like, I want to figure this out. So this was the deck we were talking about at the end of the stream yesterday, DR00. It's probably an amazing deck. It probably works great for certain situations, certain, you know, characters. I'm probably not playing it. Like, again, I'm kind of only have limited experience. I'm not a pro with this game by any means. This isn't my main game, of course. So please, I'm not trying to knock the deck. I just don't think it was a fit for me or for the Sinister Six I was playing, and with that modular set and all this kind of stuff. The deck just didn't flow. It just didn't flow. And it's this kind of deck that I played before with the hand cannon reliance, and, you know, SPDR, you're trying to like buff up the attack and have spillover damage, which is kind of cool when you put the minion set in. But when the minions are like 6 and 7 health, you never really get up to enough power to actually get enough damage through. You're trying to like combo, and with the low card draw and how every card has to be efficient and not every card shows up together, and sometimes it can take a lot of time for pieces to show up, this deck just kind of fell flat for me like many games in a row. It just wasn't like a smooth, well-oiled machine. Now, I did read through this stuff and I was like trying to figure it out, and I'm like, has to be me. But it probably, like, maybe the person who made this deck just played it against different scenarios or something. They're just a more experienced, better player. You know, I'm totally open. I'm totally down that it could be me. So the deck seemed cool, but once I changed the deck and played those scenarios, all those situations again, and I switched it to, I think I tried a leadership build. Let me see if I can find it. I switched to a leadership build. That's not what we're playing today. I think I just went to this one next. I was just like, okay, let me try a leadership build. Maybe it's me. Maybe playing some of these leadership cards that I was just playing recently. Maybe it'll be more familiar. Maybe I'll figure out that maybe I'm spending too much time trying to figure out the aggression combo of the deck and not spending enough time learning the character. And plus I'm playing the Sinister Six, who I haven't played in a while, plus throwing in a silly modular set that I shouldn't even be throwing in there. So yeah, I was too much at once probably. And so I wasn't like refining my research, you know, like my learning, focusing it more. So I went to this one, I tried this one out. It was good, it was cool, it worked good. Great deck, Moby, nice job. But then I was like, you know what? That was fine. I want to try this one right here, and I've linked it down in the video description. I've changed the linked video description deck like 3 times now. This is the final one we're playing today. So remember yesterday in the stream, I said we need to find a deck that uses all the Web Warriors. So I was like, you know what, for fun, I was like very frustrated. I was debating like not canceling today's stream, but just like maybe switching out the villain to something easier, or like, I don't know. I just want to show off the hero, right? And if I'm not getting through like a full game and I'm getting frustrated, that's not like a good show for the hero. It's like, you know, some playthroughs will do, they just want to like, you know, show you the hero win and move on, right? I'm okay losing on stream and playing again. Like we'll play 3-4 times in a stream if we need to. I don't care. We'll try different decks out, try different villains. It's totally fine. But I was just frustrated and I was not having fun. So, and I know the hero can work. I know it's designed to work a certain way. So I haven't played Protection in a while and was like, all right, let me try this. This is one of the ones we looked at yesterday. And I started reading about it. I put the cards together quick. First game I played, the deck just sang to me. It just flowed. So I played again. And I played again. I've tried this deck like 3 or 4 times now, and it just worked. And I had fun. It fit my play style. I was able to beat the Sinister Six just on standard. But it was working and it was consistent. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the cost curve. Maybe it's just I got lucky in my draws or something. I don't think that's it though. But this deck, I don't know, just worked. And I liked it. So we're going to play this one today and hopefully it doesn't fall flat on its face, which can happen. You play Marvel Champions, sometimes both decks on the table, you know, you're playing true solo, you got the encounter deck and your deck just don't line up and you just get like dealt a bad hand, literally. And we'll see. We'll play twice if we have to. And if we do crush it the first time, which I don't think we'll crush it, but we can play it on expert after and then get our face smacked. Totally fine with that. But yeah, that's what we're going to play today. So this deck's linked down below. You can check it out. And we'll talk about the hero. Yeah, this is just using the Web Warrior stuff, like almost all of it, I think, right? It's got the Web of Life and Destiny, Across the Spider-Verse. I don't think it has every piece. And I debate that Avengers Mansion, kind of swapping that out. But I did get on to play once early, and it was good, obviously. Anyone who doesn't know, SPDR has trouble with cards. But it's like kind of okay. It's weird. This hero is weird, but it is cool. All right, let's talk about it. All right, so we got the SPDR or Spider hero pack here. We got the fold out. There are some rules related to a separate identity card. So there are 2 identity cards. So how it works, you basically have your alter ego you start in, and your suit is just chilling in the garage, right? Recharging, you know, it's at a charging station, charging up, you know, your electric vehicle over here. And then basically when you decide to flip, you flip the suit, which, the suit is the hero and it becomes active because whoosh, you flip this and now you're suited up in the suit, ready to go, and you attach it. I'm not going to attach it. I just keep them side by side and flip them. But they flip. It's kind of funny. Really neat. You can't blank the cards. They're permanent. They won't go away. But the cool part is on this side. Okay, so sorry, not cool. The not cool part of this hero. 4 hand size on alter ego. WTF, bro. And I was like, okay, it's probably because this one gives you cards too. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Anyways. Alter ego action. Exhaust the spider suit to draw 2 cards. Oh, that's cool. That's cool when you exhaust it. Neat. Let me flip. Okay. Oh, wait a second. When I flip, my hero's exhausted because I want to draw 2 cards. You sons of bitches. Okay. Now on this side, look at the hand size. 3 hand size. 14 hit points though. 14 hit points. That's juicy stuff. A lot of cards in the card pool, not a lot of cards, there's a couple cards that activate when you have 14 hit points, which is neat, that you can put in your deck. Hand size of 3, okay? So you get a hand size of 4 in Alter Ego, which automatically, I was at my garbage can putting these cards in there, and then I went, no, just try it once, Rob. Don't throw the pack immediately in the garbage, because you only get 4 cards to start the game with. You can draw 2 right away. Oh yeah, so what? Your first turn, you're exhausted. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But then what am I going to do on turns after that when I'm starting in hero form and I'm only starting with 3 cards on my turn? So then I went back to the garbage and I put it in the garbage. But I cleaned them up. I got it out again. I'm trying the hero out, okay? But after the stream, I may still throw in the garbage. But I think we've solved it. Very frustrating, very not cool. But that's where it leads to, like, the best way to describe it, the beauty of Marvel Champions, it's like same reason I love Mage Knight is the idea of you draw your hand, it's your turn, and you have this analysis paralysis prone puzzle in your hand of multi-use cards, and you really need to decide priorities, and you evaluate the board, what is your priorities, and you have 1,000 decisions you could make, and multiple lines of play you could go with. And it's, you know, you gotta pick something and go with it. You have tons of unknown information. What's the next card coming off that deck? What's the boost card? What will I draw into? What's in my deck? Will something happen and a minion's gonna come out and really wreck my day? Should I bet on that or risk this or put this upgrade in, or should I attack? When should you push forward in the game? When should you worry about the threat? You know, that kind of stuff, damage, whatever. What is the main threats? What to do with my cards? Tons of decisions. But a lot of heroes, they'll give you more cards, lots of decisions. You have a whole handful of decisions. The more cards in hand, the easier it kind of is because the cards are resources. And also the resource flow to play those cards is great. So the idea with this card is kind of like the Iron Man, kind of like Ironheart a little bit, kind of like Black Panther, that kind of stuff, is the buildup. So hopefully at some point I'm going to have a huge board of supports and upgrades and that kind of stuff, that if you look at this ability, we're going to be able to play those cards because you can exhaust an interface upgrade. And if you'll know, you start with one right away. We have this, when we're in there, we're our pilot. We are an upgrade with an interface, okay? So by default, even when you're exhausted, we have a way to generate a resource, and this one's a wild resource, right away off this card. So we're getting less cards in hand, but hopefully those cards are more meaningful. So even when you go back to deck building, the idea of putting meaningful cards in your deck, so when you draw, you don't have as much junk because you're drawing less. But with the resource ability on Spider, you should be able to get those cards going. So like this restriction of hand size and this idea of building up your board and then having decisions of using abilities or gaining resources off your interface cards is like crazy restricted. Like, so you have to be really good with deciding what the priority is and going with it. It's not one of those heroes where you have 60 cards in hand, 85 resources, do whatever, don't worry, you're gonna draw more cards. The game will just, you know, you draw cards, you play cards, eventually you'll get to the end and win. This one is like, man, like I'll show you this. You have to decide. So you will get to like, where's one of these interfaces? Like this one right here. Okay, here's an interface, okay? So 2 costs to get this thing in, okay? It hurts a little. It has a hero interrupt. When Spider Suit makes a basic thwart, and again, you're exhausting if you're using your card draw on your other side, so readying up is a little challenging. There's like a card or 2 that help you do it, right? Most decks you'll add more readying, but I don't think that's the way to do it properly. So this one, you'll get +2 thwart for that thwart. But again, it's an interface card. So if I'm going to use this ability, I have to exhaust this card to get the mental resource, which means I'm not using it for +2 thwart. So automatically, this card is now like dual use. And you have to decide, am I going to exhaust it for which thing? Like, you have to make this tough decision. So not only do you have the multiple use cards in your hand to choose from and a limited amount, so you really have to make them work, even your cards that you're building up your board with, which is now harder because you draw less cards a turn, you have less resources at the beginning. So the build up to build up your board is like a struggle. And that kind of bothers me a little bit too, but it can be fun. It's not for everybody, but it can be fun. Like even this hero, Venom, Addie Brock here, you can get amazing amount of thwart and attack out of her, but when you play her, you put sim counters on based on how many resources you generated using this ability. So automatically you got to decide, am I going to save some of those interfaces for using them for something else? Or I'm going to use them to pay for my ally to come into play, just so I have an ally that, you know, a 4-cost ally that has better than 1/1 and 3 health stats, right? So there's this decision for every card in the kit, you know, to decide what you're going to do with it. So like here, deal 5 damage to an enemy. If you paid for the card using that sync ratio ability, you can stun the enemy. So you got to decide, like, do I need to, you know, exhaust this card to pay for this card to get the extra ability? So there's this like very restrictive, I don't know, yeah, it's like restrictive, if that's the best way to describe it. It feels like very tight, restricted, little room for error, high skill gap, all of those things. Compared to, like, it's super drastic from playing Spider-Ham yesterday. Like, super drastic. It's crazy, so different. It's so neat that both came out on like the same day, and they're both so different. I love it. And they're still designing heroes, you know, 3 years into the game, that are still crazy unique. I love it. But yeah, definitely a weird, unique, interesting hero that I can see people trying to crack for years to come. They will be, every new card pack that comes out, people will be trying to figure out cards to fix this hero or make this hero more OP or powerful. I don't know if it's been solved yet, but it feels like the potential is there, which is really cool. Anyways, that's my ramble. That's what I've learned so far. You know, a handful of games in. Like I'm no expert, but that's the best way I would describe it to somebody right now. You know, after spending a day playing with Spitter SPDR. So it has the interface thing. So let's talk about some of the other cards before I continue shuffling. So it has a threat one too. You remove 3 threat from a scheme. If you paid for it using that sync ratio ability, you can remove 3 threat from the same scheme, a different scheme. Love how flexible that is. Okay, that's an event. Then we got this like 1 Spider Command support. This can kind of help you the card draw. A little annoying though. It's a hero action. You have to exhaust this card plus an interface just to draw a card. Like, it's expensive, right? Or I like this one a lot. Later in the game when you built up your board, you can exhaust this card, discard a card from your hand that's kind of like useless at the time, and you get to ready a interface upgrade, which, you know, could help you, you know, you're ready to back up, you can attack again for a big attack, you know? Really cool. But I don't know how much I like that card. It's kind of annoying. It feels like lame, but I mean, that's what they're going for here, I guess. This card's awesome. Helps you ready each interface upgrade, or helps you find them to build your board. So there's, I think, 3 of these in the kit to help you dig and get your board built up. But this ready each interface upgrade leads to some crazy late game turns when you have like 4 interfaces out and you're attacking, you know, with buffed attack, readying your hero, thwarting with a buffed thwart, you know, spending the resources by exhausting them using the sync ratio. And then you play this to ready them all up. And then you can ready your guy again with one of the interfaces, which I'll try to find here and show you. There's a defense one, okay, to help you get better defense. This one's cheaper, which is nice. Here's the attack one, okay, get you extra attack. And oh, here's the best one, but of course it's super expensive. This helps you ready your spider suit, right? So even after you come out of Alter Ego, you've exhausted to try to get those extra cards. If you have this in play, you can exhaust this to ready up your hero, and that's how you kind of get the extra turns going with the readying your interface cards. This card I've never ever played, but it's kind of neat. It's thematic, which is cool. You can put this into play as a free support. Hero action, you discard it to exhaust each interface upgrade you control to set your hit point dial to 6, give your identity a tough status card, and flip to Alter Ego. So like if things are really going bad and you need to like really, you know, you're like on death's door, this is a cool idea. Like you like eject out of your suit and kind of like, you know, protect yourself so you can flip and heal up and draw cards and whatever. Kind of neat, but I've never had it needed yet, but definitely a cool thematic card. but only a one of, so it's fine to just like, you know, you see it, you toss it, whatever. Here's their alter ego support. You can exhaust Aunt May and Uncle Ben to discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Top 3 instead if you're an alter ego, and you get to add each spider card discard this way to your hand. This is so hit or miss, and I've like played a whole game where I found like 0 cards doing this, but then I've played games where like it's literally got me like 10 cards over the course of the game. But obviously you go through your deck a lot faster, but not really because you're drawing less cards in general. So it's just a weird one. It's definitely a weird one. It pisses me off more than it doesn't. But this is what they give you, right? So there's lots of like randomness, variability, and you got to make things work with it. So it's very weird. But I think that's it for her cards. I don't think we need to go over this. I think I've explained how the alter ego and the hero stuff works and the suit. But yeah, you have 2 cards, which is neat. Any questions? Edward says, wasn't there a card in the game to give 14 HP heroes a larger hand size? There is a card that can ready a hero if you have 14 printed HP, which I was playing in the previous deck. I tried this deck without it, and I felt better about it. Like, it felt like, I don't know, sometimes it would just show up and it wouldn't work. Like, readying your hero for 1 and a card, so like 2 resources to ready your hero is good, which does exist and can help and lead to some cool combos, but I just found that it was like kind of clogging the deck and would show up when it like wasn't really helpful. And I just would rather have like more solid cards in there, but that could be a good choice for the deck. I also tried it with the Symbiote suit. And remember I was talking yesterday about how I really want to try a deck with the Symbiote suit. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that card. Not in this scenario, not with what was going on. I played it like literally first turn a couple times. I got it. Or played it like really early in the game. It gives you an extra hand size, 10 extra hit points, +1 to all your default stats. But the trade-off of drawing the extra encounter card, just like this hero just by themselves, solo, just with that buff in that deck, wasn't able to control the board any better. So it just didn't work out. It just wasn't worth the trade-off in that deck. So this deck doesn't have it, and I'm okay with that. I think that card is like good for certain heroes, maybe in certain scenarios, maybe multiplayer games a little better. I don't know, but in true solo, it was like a little rough for me. But there are a couple cards though with that printed 14 HP stuff, or printed 14 HP requirement. You might be thinking of one, Edward, that is, I don't know for sure. I feel like there was 2 that I read yesterday. I might even have one in this deck. I don't even know. I don't think so though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Eric says, Marvel is one of my favorite games. I don't have Spider yet. Can't wait to get her. Edward says, less cards, but you can play more of them on average, question mark. I feel like you can, but you have to make that tough choice. And it takes a while to get your engine of making resources. But if you're making resources, you're probably not using those cards for their plus, you know, attack and thwarting to keep the game under control. It's like a really weird decision space. You'll see, and I hope I can show it off properly. Like, I hope I don't, you know, make it look bad or whatever. Here, let me pull this over. But we'll see. Oh, steady. That's right. Lucas says unshakable is the card. I read that one. That was the other one I read. Yeah, it gives you steady if you have 14 printed hit points. But again, that's like obviously very situational if you're facing a campaign or a scenario where you're getting like stunned and confused like crazy, right? That's when you play that, but I don't think that's like a default goes in the deck. But Aknith says Limitless and Unshakable currently only official 14 HP required card kit. Oh, okay, okay. So it is just the 2 cards. Perfect, thank you. I knew somebody would know. You guys are too good. Matthew's saying, I wonder what Wolverine's unique ability will be. Okay, hold on. Matthew, we are here for this. Stop it. Stop trying to derail us, okay? I know this is the X-Men waiting room for Marvel Champions. We're just trying to kill time till it happens. And then the game will be great, we hope, unless FFG ruins those characters. But stop it. Keep it on the DL, okay? Jeez, stop trying to derail us here. Yeah, Successful Geek says, who's Wolverine? Yeah, we don't know. I think he's actually a superhero whose origins are in like the greatest country in the world, I think. I believe, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly. I have no idea about him though. I've never really seen him before. I don't know. I've never seen him before. I have no idea, but yeah. Yeah, Matthew, I don't know why you would just bring up Wolverine out of nowhere. I have no idea. All right, let me just put my deck down here. You like my subliminal advertising? Yeah, Ninja, yes. Yeah, it's just an ally, you know, for Gilly and Too Many Bones. That's right. That's all it is. You guys are funny. Okay, I'm going to shuffle a little better here. And then we'll get our little villain stuff set up. Yeah, I think we got everything related to the deck. Basically, we're trying to play allies. We're trying to keep them healed. We're trying to use... so the cool part about this deck, it's still trying to ready up. Where is it? It's still trying to ready up. Why is this not working? Yeah, it's still trying to ready up SPDR, but it's not using that one cost event to do it. I forget what that one is called. Oh, I had it. I had 3 of them in the deck before, but I took them out. Probably better if I just... Limitless Stamina. Did you mention that one? Is it Limitless Stamina? Oh, Limitless you called it. Yeah, sorry, Limitless Stamina. This is the other one. Play only if your identity has at least 14 printed hidden points. Hero action, ready your hero. So I played with 3 of these in there, but like, it was fine, but it wasn't always when I needed it. And what I like about this deck, the one we're playing today, uses one of the Spider-Mans, the Peter Parker Spider-Man, right? To like ready us up, you know, on the turn also. Neil, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, it does have ready in this deck. Like there is ways to ready yourself. Obviously in the kit, there's that one interface, but. Les says, hello, my daughter loves Marvel Splendor. Bought it for her 11th birthday last week. She loves it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Next, you need to check out Marvel Flux for your child if she likes Marvel. Or there's like the Marvel Love Letter, whatever, right? The Thanos. There's like all these Marvel themed, like, you know, family games and stuff. Marvel Villainous and things, right? Isn't there that? Or is it Star Wars I'm thinking of? But I feel like Asmodee's been using Marvel like all over a bunch of their like board games, you know, that they own in the last couple of years. Yeah, Marvel Splendor. Never would have thought that those two things would be said in the same sentence. But it makes sense, like the gems and the Thanos glove and stuff. Ha ha ha. But yeah, Splendor is one of the games I got for my daughter, like when she was like 7 or something, just to like play with her. Like it was really good to get her, see her get thinking about the, you know, the lines of play of you know, which gems to get and which cards to buy, and you know what cards your opponent might want to buy, and trying to get that path to get to the top. To what were those things at the top that you tried to like get with resources? The like royal guys at the top or whatever. I forget what they're called. But anyways, it's been like a half a decade since I played Splendor. Yeah, all the Flux games. My daughter loves those Flux games. Ever since a kid, we got Family Flux to start, and then like anytime we see new Flux, she's like, let's play that one. You know, like she's a sucker for that stuff. Loves it. Yeah, they're nobles, right? Okay, nobles is what they're called. That makes more sense. I couldn't remember the word. Okay, so let's decide what our heroes are. So these guys, we need to choose X villains at random, where X is one more than the number of players. Put those villains into play. Place the active counter on the villain with the lowest activation order value. And set the other villains aside. Put the light at the end side scheme into play. Trap side face up. Okay. Okay, so we got our villains here. Let's find out our first two villains. Pah! 1 and 4. Okay, 1 and 4. Let's do this. Set these ones aside. All right. What do we got? Who's our starting annoying guys today? We got Dr. Octopus and Scorpion. Get over here. All right. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Let's give him some HPs. Let's give him some HPs. We got 8 on Doc Ock. And Scorpion, we have 10. 10, 10, 10. How do we want to do this? A 6 and a 4, I think is the best way. All right, sure. Okay, Doc Ock, when this guy attacks, he wants to add some threat to schemes, okay, when he damages us, okay? That's what we're trying to avoid from this guy. And then Scorpion here wants to destroy Sub-Zero, but then after that, if he attacks you and damages you, he stuns a character you control, okay? So he's annoying. But when he's scheming, not so bad. So this guy, a 2 and 2, a 0 and a 3. All right, we got the light at the end. Face up, hinder 10 per player. So we're starting with 20 threat on this bad boy. And this is the side scheme. Not to mention the main scheme, we got to keep it on. So we can't win unless we escape, force interrupt. When this last threat's removed from this scheme, resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme and flip the card. So let's get 20. Okay, we're going to put our 20 threat. Okay, then we flip this. Let's find out what the ambush ability is all about. Sinister Synchronization. Ambush is special. Choose a set-aside villain at random, put that villain into play, and place the active counter on it. In Expert mode, place 2 threat on light at the end. Force Interrupt. When a villain would activate, if no villain is in play, resolve this card's ambush ability. And the most important part that I always forget is the bottom. Continue that activation. Okay, so this will advance to, there's 2 stages. It will advance if we hit 8. Starts with 2 on it. Okay. All right. Anything else? Is that it? I think we're set up there. Yep. I don't think we're missing anything else, but let me know. What was this again? What's this over here for? Oh yeah, this is the sub set. We're not playing with that. Okay. So we're drawing a big 4 cards. Okay, let's see what we get. All right, we got Spider UK, Web Warrior Extraordinaire. So he's your defender. You just put him on the table. Never attack with him or thwart with him, and just sit there defending. Love him. Reminds me of, you know, the little Lord of the Rings guys that defend and hit back or whatever. Totally forget what those are called. COTR podcast will know in the chat, and also correct me on that one that I can't name right now. The little tactics guys in the core set that just like defend and do a little damage. There's other ones, but, and with attachments, but that's what it reminds me of. So a little defense with a little retaliate kind of idea. Okay. We got Venom. I don't think we're gonna do Venom. I like playing Venom later in the game when we have our interfaces going. So Venom is a toss, I think. Too expensive. Gondorian Spearman. There it is. I love this. It's like I have an AI. I just ask, okay, Google, tell me the answer to whatever. And then boom, my chat just answers. It's awesome. But it's like a board gaming version. It's awesome. Because if I ask that to Google, they're not answering me correctly, you know? The Google Assistant or Siri or whatever the other one is. I forget. But anyways. Alexa. Mulligan everything, Brombe? You think so? Even this energy? I don't know. I debate playing this guy just to kind of like get a stable board going. Like just to get an ally out, I start dealing some damage right away. I kind of stay alive. You know, I have 14 HP, so I don't care that much, but I feel like keeping these two and just slamming this guy down could be like building up a good Web Warrior board to get our Web Warrior engine going too, right? Brombe says, I like getting your interfaces. Of course we should mulligan hard for the interfaces. I agree. But we will draw a couple cards off this before we flip. And like, I would just feel comfortable. I'm definitely throwing away med team, that's for sure. All systems go to help dig for it. That would be good too. Okay. I'm going to go this though, just to keep it interesting. Let's try it. But yes, you should go for your interfaces as fast as possible. Get them on the board, obviously. But from my experience, playing like 6 or 7 games now, I think, with her, like 4 games with this deck, it's good to have a wall of allies too. That's not a bad play while you kind of wait, because building up your interface is slow, and they're not exactly OP right away. It takes a little bit, but they will help you spend on some of the big cards in the deck. But I'm gonna keep it. Let's go. All right. Cool. So we literally can afford all these cards in our hand, play 2 allies. We can even ready our tech interface. Nope, this is not a tech interface. This is a tech interface. Yeah, this guy works good with the deck. After you play Spider-Man from your hand, ready an upgrade you control. If that upgrade has a tech trait, draw a card. Oh, this is not an upgrade. Never mind, this is not an upgrade. The other ones work. This one does not. Because this one on the other side is an upgrade, but not tech. And on this side, it's tech, but a support. Super annoying. But the other ones are good. The other ones are good. Okay. But it's a body. It's a body. Okay. So we're good to go. So let's exhaust the suit. Let's draw 2 cards. All systems go. Helicarrier. Okay. Okay. That's a good card to see early. That will pay off over time. Oh, it will. All right, we got some choices. This is a nice little hand, I think. I know I should go dig. I know I should go dig for the readying one, probably with the resources I have in hand. And that might be fine. That might be fine. Okay, let's flip. Or should I just go for like a cheap, like the defense interface, just to get something cheap in play? Because that only costs 1. I want 1 ally in play. I want Spider UK so bad. I want Helicarrier, but that's 6 resources. I have 1 here in this exhaust here. I could go get an interface and get the cheap one, put it in play, have another resource. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I think I toss these 2. Oh man, that would be nice too. Maybe Spider UK is not the play. Because I could get a card draw to this one if I go grab a tech upgrade. I don't want to throw away a Helicarrier though. Okay, let's just go. Let me count. So if I want to play Helicarrier, I will have to pitch, let's say, this and this. No, I'll exhaust this. Okay, Helicarrier's in play, let's say. Then this plus this leads to this, which this would go get me something, but I wouldn't be able to play it. Okay. Spider-Man gets me more? Yeah, I think so. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just toss or actually I'll use the resource from exhausting this and toss Genius, I guess. And we'll put Helicarrier into play. Okay, let's use Helicarrier. We'll play all systems go. And which interface? Okay, this is my hand here. Which interface? Like, of course I want this one, which is on the freaking bottom of my deck, the last card, piece of crap. Piece of crap deck. Trying to screw me by putting that on the very bottom. Is that a sign? But if I grab it, I can afford it. I can afford it in play right now. That would be awesome, I think. Or do I go for just like the thwarting one to try to start thwarting, or probably the attack one would be better to take out some of these guys? If I take just the defense one, I know it's not the greatest, but it does get an interface going and helps me afford future interfaces. It just costs 1, so I could get it into play for 1. I can use it. Oh, actually, I could get into play for this. I could use it to pay with him to play this guy who would ready this guy up, but then I'm sitting with resources in hand, which doesn't work. Yeah, there's something else here. There's like a better play. But see how this, like, trying to be efficient with the little resources you have is like key here, which is so fun. Your friends will hate you though in multiplayer games if you don't know what you're doing like I am, but if I grab the 3-cost one, I won't be able to afford it. I think I grab maybe the attack one. Yeah, let's grab the attack one. Oh. Yeah, this one's a tech, which is better than the readying one because it doesn't have a tech on it, which is nice. But yeah, that's a problem too. Like this one, I realized that the first time I played, I got excited to do the Spider-Man thing, and yeah, this they jerked me here. Like there's an errata they need that puts tech on this one, but I know it's just like the spider. But yeah, there's no tech on this interface, which is like the troll of all trolls. These guys. These guys. Yeah, the Reading one, correct. Yeah, the Reading one is the best one. Absolutely. But I'm holding Spider-Man that could ready a tech upgrade. I probably don't need to do that right now, but, you know, it'll draw me a card, right? So it's kind of silly what I'm doing, but I like doing things weird here and not following the normal, you know, meta, and it's just kind of fun. And then it definitely frustrates people, and I get some fun comments. Okay, so I get this to hand, right? Then if I play it with this, okay, we'll just do that. We'll play this guy. Sorry, we'll exhaust, throw away, play, and then we ready this, and we draw a card. Thwip, thwip, that we can't play, of course. That was obviously going to happen, but... and then we can't ready, we can't use this. Totally fine. Totally fine. Not the most efficient turn, I know, but that's how we're rolling. Again. Okay. So thwip, thwip. I mean, stunning both those guys would have been good, but that's how we roll. But we'll just throw it away. All right. 3 cards. I'll add a threat. This guy's going to attack. Oh yeah, I forgot to use this guy. Hold on. I didn't use him. We'll just thwart 1 here, I guess. And then he would have a consequential. Okay, yeah, I forgot to do that. All right. I mean, do I care? Yeah, this is where I wish I did the Spider-Man UK thing, but... because then we'd start damaging these guys that would keep threat under control while we build up our board, which is what I like about that. Let's just let it go through. Okay, we gotta put this guy into play. So we're just getting hit for 2. Down to 12. He's gonna put, after he attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on each scheme. Okay, then we move this. Okay. This guy's just 0, right? So he just doesn't do anything. Okay, encounter card. Oh, yeah, trolls. We got the trolls. What? I'm sorry, Sean, I don't understand what you mean. Sean in the chat saying you're not supposed to defend before you reveal the boost card. What? Is that a thing? I don't think anyone's ever said that before. Have I been doing it wrong? I don't think so. I thought that's the whole thing in all these LCGs is kind of before it flips, you gotta gamble. Yogi says Sean is nuts. Okay. Sean's trolling me? Cool. Sean needs to go back to the rulebook. I could be wrong, but I'm tired, but I'm not that tired. Yeah. So Sean, if you go to fantasyflightgames.com, click on Marvel Champions in the product section. No, Sean, don't use Google. Don't read in forums. Don't listen to somebody else. Here's what you do. Go to the designer's website, go to products, click on Marvel, big red box there. Click on Marvel Champions, the card game. Click on support. You can rewind the stream and follow these instructions if I'm going too fast. You click on support. Okay, it should take me down to the bottom of the page. Then click on rules. You'll find the latest printing of the Learn to Play. I would recommend starting with that. But if it's not covered in the Learn to Play, the rules reference, they have like a newer version that is a better printing than probably came in your core set. So if you want the latest and greatest rules, you can kind of check in here. But we can probably just look in the Learn to Play, right? And then just like, it's not much reading. This is like very much full of pictures and examples. So the Learn to Play is a really short rule book, like just to give you the basics of the game. So if we go in here and we just go down to like the combat section, here, let me do this and kind of, I recommend doing this before you start like telling me that rules are specific and I need to use Google. Just tell me like the page in the rule book it says it on, and then you'll get taken more seriously, right? Instead of being kind of rude about it. So in here, if you go to, where is it? We need like the enemy phase, right? Villain phase. Place thrown main scheme. Villain acts once. Deal encounter card, reveal encounter card. Okay. Why is this all like white? I don't know what's going on with this PDF, but it's crap. Step 1, place threat. Okay, hold on. We'll have it right in here. I'll find it. Enemies attack. Okay, right here. Step 1. Give the villain a face down card from the encounter deck. This is the villain's boost card. Step 2. The attack player chooses if they want to defend against the attack. End discussion. Step 3, turn the boost card face up. So get it? You defend here. Step 2, step 3, profit. Okay. Step 4, deal damage. Okay. It's right there. Page number 16 in the Learn to Play guide. So if you're learning to play the game, you should have not played the game unless you've read this Learn to Play. Don't trust anyone what they're saying on a YouTube video or in a forum or a file on BGG or some random blog or something. Just go to the rules. The latest ones are on the website. Always go there if you have a question. If you're not sure, or people are giving you different answers and stuff, just go to the source, man. Just go to the source. Page 16 to find out how the villain phase works. And if you want more details, go to the rules reference and there'll be like even more detail about the flow of that. Okay? There you go. Hopefully that helps you out. Boom. And that's what I'm saying. So I love Dale the Casual Gamer. I watch a lot of YouTubers, but the same thing is like I do it too. You make mistakes on streams. It happens. You say the wrong thing, especially if you play a solo game a lot. I find that in solo gaming, whenever I go watch like another YouTuber and I'm learning a game solo and I watch someone play it solo, they have nobody there to check them, especially if it's recorded, right? So you'll get a game, and I've done it too. I know this from experience. You'll get a game, and if you're just playing it in your own bubble and you're reading the rules and you're playing it on your table, you may have read the rules like the day before or 2 or 3 days before, played other games even. And then when you actually go to play it, you start playing it, you think it's working, you think you're doing it right. But the key is after you play it, go back and read the rules right after, and things will pop out that you maybe did wrong or you didn't experience. And then you record your playthrough and you make less mistakes. But I think a lot of people just try to be quick and get the video out fast for clicks. And that just tends to lead to them doing a mistake because they didn't play with another player or they didn't show anyone else to play. So I do it, but I'll do it live, right? And then on the live stream, you guys will catch me if I goof up, right? Usually. So that's part of like the advantage of that. So I can't knock him for making a mistake in a video. It's going to happen, but that shouldn't, I don't think he's doing it that way though. I've watched a few of his playthroughs. I don't think he's doing it out of order. Oh yeah, COTR podcast says, for my solo playthroughs on YouTube, I record a voiceover on my solo games. I catch my mistakes and can discuss them when doing the voiceover. That's a whole other level. That's like you catching mistakes if you know they're mistakes. I'm talking about when you're just like learning something, you're learning like a brand new game, and you don't know better because you didn't like, no one's there to play with you and check, right? Or no one read the rules also to sit down at the table with you. I find it just happens more in solo gaming, even myself, right? Like if I just learn a game and I play it, I start playing and I understand a certain way. But if I'm learning a game with Mel or Kyle or whatever, and they watch videos or they read the rules, we sit down and play, we start asking each other like, wait, that's not how that works. Or is that how that works? And we kind of look up the rules, or we all come at it with like, you know, the hive mind, right? So yeah, so I always recommend, if you're not sure, if you start seeing somebody playing something wrong on YouTube, maybe they're not playing wrong, but just check the rules. Like don't judge, don't go by what I say. Just go like straight to the horse's mouth, right? So yeah, you might have made that mistake in like one video, but I don't think Dale is doing that every single episode. I would hope not, because I'm sure he'd have a whole bunch of comments telling him he's doing it wrong. Right? I can't play Wolverine yet, all right? We'll get there. Oh no, I don't think Dale did it on purpose if he did it. Maybe he just did it once. You might have done it like one video playing fast maybe, but we've all been there. You can't, it's, yeah. Yeah, there's a challenge. Yes, you know, it's solo gaming. It's a whole different ball game. Everyone comes in as an expert in the chat or in the comments and tells you you're playing it wrong, but I guarantee my comeback to that always is, get your phone, put it on a tripod or something, film yourself playing a solo game, even a lifestyle game you've been playing for decades or years or whatever. You are making mistakes in your playthroughs and you're missing, you know, more efficient lines of play. You just don't know because you're not seeing it all, and you think you are, but you're not. Everyone makes mistakes, especially solo gamers, and you don't think you are. Like, but film yourself and watch it back. You'll see. You'll see. You make mistakes. Maybe not every game, but you're making them. But it's fun when people come in and start like, you know, acting like they never make mistakes. I always think it's the funniest thing. But I learned that you got to get thick skin. But I love the discussion though. I love it. So I love making mistakes. I love people bringing them up. I love looking up rules. I love getting into this side discussions about this stuff. I find it so fascinating. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm sorry if we're derailing it and everyone's here just to watch play, but like, you know, there's other channels out there you can go watch that are like more succinct, edited just for speed to get through a playthrough, right? It's not here. This is more of conversational. More conversational. You guys know this. So I do apologize, but we're going to keep doing it. All right. I don't even know where we're at. We just had these jerks line up here. So it's our turn, right? What can we even do? Like, what can we even do? Like, we can't thwart side schemes, which is annoying. I have a question, and I know I've probably asked this when we played the Sinister Six in our campaign streams. The engaged player cannot thwart side schemes. Is this when defeated effect that removes threat from the side scheme? Does that count as thwarting? And I'm not the one doing that thwarting if it is, right? So does that get around this? Because it says the engaged player cannot thwart. Okay. If it doesn't say thwart, we're good. Okay. I thought even if you tried to remove... Oh, okay, it has to say thwart. Okay, all right, just double checking. I thought so. I just want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure. Before I did that and I couldn't remove any. That would suck. All right. So what are we doing here? Like, we don't have much to do. Exhaust the Web Warrior card you control. Search your discard pile for a Web Warrior card. Put it into play. What do we have in here? Oh, we can get Spider-Man UK into play doing this. Okay, that's good. If we can. Oh, do we have a subscriber? John, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Oh, Velco makes a good point. My game group relies on me to explain rules, and I hate it since I might teach wrongly and no one can check me. Preach, brother, preach. That's the stress I have all the time teaching a game. All the time. All the time. And it's the worst when it's a competitive game and you're teaching them and you think you're teaching them right, then you're like playing the game and they're not playing right, and then they're like losing and stuff, and then it's like you feel it's your fault because you like didn't explain all the rules correctly, or they didn't know, or you didn't know the rules right, or you didn't emphasize the right thing. Yeah, that's a whole conversation. Yeah. All right. I don't think, William, I don't think you can, I think thwarting, like if I thwart with my ally, I don't think I could do it. But maybe, because it's like, it says the engaged player. So I feel like anything is on here is I'm the engaged player is like all my stuff. I don't know. That's what I think. I know that stuff's all in the rules reference and it confuses me every time. The U stuff and all that they had to add in the first like revision of the rules reference. Okay. So like I want to take out these guys. I definitely want to take out one of these guys. Threat is maybe a little high. So let's think here. I can get a resource from this exhausting, and this exhausting. So I can exhaust this. We have a way to deal 5 damage, but I would love to do it here instead. But I mean, we do what we got to do. So let's exhaust and exhaust to play Across the Spider-Verse. Exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. I think I just do this one. And then we'll get Spider-Man UK into play, right? Exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. Search your discard pile for Web Warrior card. Web Warrior ally and put it into play, then choose a player. That player may spend 3 resources of any type to repeat this ability, which later in the game is like super easy to do. I technically could do it right now. I can throw away these 2 and exhaust this, but I don't have another Web Warrior ally in there, right? No, she's not a Web Warrior. Okay, never mind. Was that exhausted? No, this wasn't exhausted. This one was, yeah. Okay, I want to do, I feel like I want to just attack and stun this guy. And we just stay in this form, maybe. Or he's going to scheme. He's only 0. Maybe we're okay, actually. Maybe we're okay. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's exhaust this. Spend Spider-Man Noir, which I just realized I could have done in a different order. But then I wouldn't have the resource, I don't think. But that's fine, that's fine. Okay, let's deal 5 damage. Yeah, let's deal it here. And stun this guy. As we used the sync ratio ability, right? Oh, Edward, your gaming group sounds awesome. Edward says, my game group usually comes back the next week to point out errors after they buy the game and read the rulebook themselves. So your gaming group is awesome, Edward, on multiple levels. The fact that they go and then buy the game themselves, read the rules, and then want to come back and play with you again. Those are all amazing things I wish I had. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. I love the people that play board games with me. Just kidding. I'm only kidding. But that does sound awesome. All right. Let's thwart. This guy right here, I don't really want to put damage on him, but I think he's okay. We do have heal on the deck. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do 1 on him. Let's just thwart this away. Exactly, Successful Geek. Exactly. Okay. I don't think... Yeah, let's flip. Yeah, we'll flip at the end of the second round, right? Let's flip. We'll draw more cards. The big old 4. The big old 4 cards. All right, let's add a threat. This jerk's going to scheme +0. Nice. And so that's adding none. He's 0, right? These guys are 0. Encounter card. Oh, no. Is it the reveal one? No. We're in alter ego. The villain with the lowest activation order value schemes with +X scheme, where X is equal to total scheme of all other villains in play. So this guy's the lowest activation order, so he schemes for 2 +0. That's kind of perfect. And he'll draw a boost card, right? +0. Oh, buddy, that's working. This is working for me. I'm getting lucky. I just have to deal with this crap that I'm a little worried about. Okay. Our turn. Let's exhaust this to draw 2 cards. Okay. Okay. It's coming together. It's coming together. All right. Let's flippity flip. I don't think we have alter ego stuff. Nope. We're good. Flippity flip. Okay. Let's... We're going to exhaust. Let's toss ejection protocol. We'll play host spider. Okay, we got another interface out. Let's go. I feel good about our allies. This Spider-Man is pricey. I don't think we need Thwip Thwip to use, as we already got a stun out there. I think we're good, so we can just toss those. We do have resources in these 2 cards if we want to use them that way, just to help build up quickly. But I think we're going to throw away first aid. Even though I talked about healing, I think we're okay. Let's do all systems go. Even though I debate just readying, actually. I debate using this to ready interfaces already, because we could generate enough resources to get like Spider-Man in play. I don't think the Thwip Thwip is the play, but Spider-Man, after you play Spider-Man from your hand, stun and confuse an enemy if you control at least 3 Web Warrior cards. So we could like stun and confuse this guy for fun. Yeah, like I'm all for, like, we'll get there later in the game when we like ready up our interfaces and ready up our guy and do like multiple attacks. But like there's no shame, I feel, in just using them as resources, readying them up in resources again. You know, to get a bunch of cards to build up your board. But I do debate going and getting another interface, which is probably smart. And you guys are probably yelling at me to do right now. Are you? No, you're not. Yeah, Successful Geek with tokens. I used to use Burger tokens back in the day for like other LCGs, and I had other Etsy guys and companies and Team Covenant and stuff send me tokens for all the different LCGs over the years. And I know FFG loves the tokens, and yes, I would rather use premium tokens over what come in the game, but I just get bored of fiddling around with tokens, and on video, piling up tokens on cards, it's just messy. And especially when you start making stacks or piles of them, it's hard to tell how much is there at a quick glance. So I just start using dice. It's easier to follow on video, I find. It's cleaner, it's faster. Less chance of me bumping a token around when I'm ripping a card. And Marvel Champions with the card flipping too, like sometimes it's just nice to just put a little die there, you know, and move it and then flip and then move the die back. Like way better than trying to slide off tokens and put tokens back and all that stuff. Yeah, I just don't care anymore. I used to like using the official stuff or buy some premium tokens. The worst part with the tokens too, I've learned over 10 years of playing LCGs, is you buy a set of tokens, and FFG is the worst for, and I like it, but it's the worst for coming out with new tokens that are required in future expansions. At least Marvel Champions, they just keep using the generic like green tokens or blue tokens or whatever for like everything else in the game. But man, in like Arkham Horror and like so many other games, they would like, even their board games, they like come out with an expansion and they find a way to just make new tokens. Now you're sitting there with this premium token set you bought, and now you're waiting for some Etsy guy, if he's still even around making tokens, to make tokens that match those premium tokens to replace the new ones you bought in that new expansion. So I just prefer to use all cardboard so that I don't have to worry about that, and save money and can buy more games, or just use dice, because the dice are just uniform. And then I have all different colors of dice, so I'll just use the color of dice that match the tokens, and yeah, so there you go. That's my ramble on tokens. My Rob's rant. There you go. All right. While I killed that time, does anyone have any suggestions on I should go grab an interface? Bombay says, "I'll grab an interface since you really aren't being pushed." I know. I'm lucky right now. I do want to get some allies, and I was thinking to like fight these guys off, right? That's what I was thinking, but these guys are just trolls. But I think we're okay. All right, so let's toss first aid. We'll go find an interface. We're good. We're good. Let's go find an interface. Let's get the thwarting one, I guess. Right? Thwarting one's good. Yeah. See how fast? Like, I don't need to mulligan for the interfaces, I feel. I never have had to. I've tried it before, and like I just get defeated when I'm like not finding them. And it's like, they'll come. There's a whole bunch of them in the deck. You have 3 cards that help you search them out. You can get extra draw to help you filter through your deck. So what I found was I just hated when I didn't have an ally right away with this character. And yeah, you have the 14 health, but like getting hit by a good villain attack, you know, it sucks when you're just losing your health or you're exhausting your hero. You know, you need the extra because this hero doesn't hit that much. Like there's not that much damage being output, I feel, or thwarting. It's got some, but not a lot. So you need to, like, you can't just sit there multiple turns not thwarting or dealing damage. You'll fall behind real fast, I feel. Okay, so where was it? We got it right here. So we can exhaust this. And I guess we just throw, doesn't really matter. Okay. And then, how are we going to do this? I want to, we'll ready up our spider suit. I mean, I could thwip, but I don't think so. Yeah, let's just thwart for 4. And then he'll chill. This guy will attack for 2. We'll attack for 2 here. I think it's fine. He'll chill. Okay. And then I'm just going to throw away thwip. I'll draw 1, 2, 3. Okay. This guy's stunned. He's not attacking. These guys do jack. When revealed, we're in hero form. The villain each minion engaged with you attacks you. So he's attacking for 3. And he could stun a character if he damages my... It damages me, right? So let's defend and hope Spider UK doesn't regret taking that 1 damage. Nothing. So he gets hit for 3. And when he defends against an attack, deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to the number of Web Warrior cards you control. Oh, man. I forgot about that part of it. I should have kept that other guy around. 1, 2 damage back, right? Only 2 Web Warrior cards. That's fine. Not what I was going for. I'm trying to build up the Web Warrior thing too, right? Like I'm not just trying to do the interface thing. I'm also trying to get the Web Warrior engine going too. So two little themes in the deck. I think we're good. Yeah. It's the only token I have here too. The little acceleration token sitting there. But I know there are dice that exist. I've seen them at conventions that have the +1s and the -1s on them and stuff. I would love to give those to replace things like that. I have them on my list. I'll eventually get some of those to play with. All right. What are we doing now? You thought Spider Ham was left in yesterday's stream? Oh, we got some Peter Porker here today. Force response. After Spider Ham attacks or thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 damage to Spider Ham. This loser. Oh man, I should get resources for that. Okay, these guys need to go. They need to go. So yeah, Ghost Spider is good to help us too, like build up, right? Find that specific event, that one that we just played. She's great for getting the all systems go, which is good. But we saw her a little late, but she still could be helpful, of course. So I say we just get her in play, right? 1, 2, 3. Or I guess 3. Okay, Ghost Spider. No, we're not going to need this. So yeah, let's keep that. I don't think. All right. So let's attack for 4. We'll do 4 here. I think. I mean, we we can go after these guys actually. That'd probably be the better play. Yeah, so let's just attack for 4, get rid of this guy. And remove 4 from here. Let's just flip these to 6s. Okay. And then... Oh, does he have no consequential damage on him? I just noticed that. I haven't played with him yet. I haven't got him in play. Did Scorpion move his activation counter since he did damage? I probably forgot to do that. Did I not move it? And I should have stunned a character, right? Wasn't that what he said? Oh no, it's attacks and damages you. Does that matter if he's damaging Spider-Man UK? I don't think so, but yeah, I did move it. It's moved now, but yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I think we're okay. Thank you, Bombay, for Bombay for checking that. Okay, okay, let's ready up. These are doing nothing for me. Let's do 2 attack here. Okay. And ready up. Let's just toss those. Should we flip? Yeah, let's flip. Oh yeah, we forgot to attack here. Okay, let's flip. Okay. Okay, 2 here. Scheme +1. Puts 2 more here. Going up to 4. Where is it? Nope. 3 more, right? Go up to 5, I think. Counter card. Oh, I'm not even drawing. 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's anything in here that matters really. No. Okay. When revealed, put the set aside Electro and Craven the Hunter into play. Oh man. Activation order 2 and 4. Okay. And we got 8 health. And we got 9 health. All right. Well, that just got out of control a little bit. If all systems go, First Aid, Web Trap, and Spider-Man. This Spider-Man we need in play. He's so good for the readying stuff. And then we keep him healed up. Oh, so good. So good. All right. And it matters what resources we use. So... we can exhaust. Oh no, let's draw. Let's draw. Yeah, let's draw. I should do that, right? Okay, the command. Okay, we got the command and Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Spider's cool. When you would reveal an encounter card, name a card type, then look at the card. If that card is of the name type, deal 1 damage to Scarlet Spider and draw a card. The only problem is I forget to trigger that a lot, and it frustrates me. Okay, if I want to put this guy into play, I think I can flip, and then I can exhaust this for a wild. We can say it is physical, mental, and we'll exhaust this one, which is energy. We put this guy into play. We now think we just attack for... Let's attack for 2 here. Take a consequential, knock this guy out. Flip this over this way. Remove 4 from here. That will ready here. Spider Tingle? That's in this deck, I think. Oh yeah, I do have the upgrade Spider Tingle in the deck. So there's Scarlet Spider neat interactions with Spider Tingle. And oh, one way or another. I know that card now. I know that card now. Alright. I say we just get... Let's exhaust this to get the command in play. We're gonna just... we have one more interface to grab, I believe. I'm kind of okay without it. I'd rather just ready them all. So let's do this. Let's thwart for 2. Let's ready up. Let's thwart. No, we're going to attack for 2. Let's start working on these guys. I don't know. I just want to get rid of them. Okay. Let's throw Scarlet Spider away to ready up all of our interfaces. Okay. I'm going to... I don't care about thwarting right now. Let's ready up our guy. I think... maybe we don't ready. Maybe we don't ready. I could hit for 4. Take out one of them. I also have this first aid. I'd like to get this guy healed up a bit. So I'm going to actually just not push. This is weird. I know. I'm going to play first aid. Let's heal 2 from this guy. This one for 5 damage. Let's exhaust. Oh, I could still ready him up. Let's exhaust here. We'll play Web Trap. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. I probably should just do that here. So then we don't have to worry about being attacked. Okay, because we use our sync ratio ability. We can ready, back up, and then between these two, let's just do, we'll do 4 damage. We'll just do enough to take this guy out, a little extra. It's fine. Not a perfect turn, but it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta make like those inefficient, weird turns just to like get the stuff steady for future turns. I don't know. And like, sometimes I do that too much and then I need to push and it's like, oh my god, I'm like falling behind here. Just 3 cards. We're almost through our deck. Oh, there's Aunt May and Uncle Ben. You jerks, where have you been? Spider-Man Hobby Brown. I love this guy. This guy is fun. I just love defeating villains in like the villain phase. It's so fun. So fun. All right. Okay, let's put a threat here. Stunned. Counter card. The villain schemes. Oh no. So for 2 plus 1, 3, going to 7 out of 8. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We need to thwart now on the main scheme, right? So let's do some good thwarting. We'll do it with our interface. Let's thwart for 4. Let's thwart for 2 more. Ready our hero off with Spider-Man. I'm going to let's attack for 4. We'll do it on Kraven. I hate this guy. Makes me get rid of my toys. I don't want to get rid of my toys. That's why I play these kind of heroes. He wants to get rid of my supporter upgrades. I don't think so, pal. GTFO. Okay. So in that case, we could make some room for the other Spider-Man. But I want to make sure I keep the Web Warrior numbers up. Web Warrior numbers up. So we can just hit these guys back when they hit us. Well, we probably could flip down actually this turn. Just for fun to draw more cards next turn. Alright, let's get the Aunt May thing going. So let's just exhaust this. Play the Aunt May and Uncle Ben business. Let's exhaust it. We're going to discard the top 2 cards. And we keep any... Yeah, of course that's... Okay. So now let's just exhaust. Let's attack for 2 here. We lose... Probably don't have any events left. But we're going to attack for 2 here. When she leaves play, we're going to search our deck for an identity-specific event, which, yeah... Oh, I do have one. Okay, I didn't think I had any, but... I mean, I knew that. I knew that. Let me just check what we got coming here. There's our last interface. Got the Web of Life and Destiny, still hasn't shown up. That's been annoying that that's not in play already. That would be beautiful for the card draw. There's great Web Warrior Engine card draw stuff. You can get that early. I wish I had a card that searched for that card. Because, man, that can just help you. Oh, so nice. When you're playing all the Web Warrior allies and just having them leave play with their leave play effects. So fun. We still can't remove threat from here. We got to get rid of this guy so we can actually use rapid deployment to help remove threat from like 2 different schemes. So we don't care about it right now. So what I'm going to do, we want to get rid of this guy. So what we can do is SPDR command, or spider command, exhaust it, discard 1 card from our hand to ready an interface. Ready the attack one. Okay. We're going to use an interface sync ratio ability +2 from strength, place Spider-Man Hobby Brown. Okay. We're going to ready up our hero. Okay. And then we're going to do another attack with him. Yeah, another attack. This is where this is fun. Like once you get the board build up, so fun. So fun. Tickles me right where I like it. All right. So 4 damage. We'll take out Craven. We'll remove 4 more from here. Okay. This guy we don't want to use. I want to use him on defense still. I'm holding out. I'm like just trolling you guys by using Spider-Man UK like since I held him in the opening hand. He's just got to be in play. But this guy though, what does he want to do? Little 2 thwart? No. I think he just wants to do like a little 1 damage attack. And he'll just hit this decoy right here. That have been here since the beginning of the damn game. All right. I think we did everything we could. Let's flip down. Okay, ready up. One, two, three, 4. 1 card left in the deck. All right. So scheming for 2 +3. Oh, 5. Going up to 7 out of 8, just like that. Oh no, we got our obligation. Inherited burden. Give to the Penny Parker player. You may flip to alter ego form. We already are. We can exhaust Penny Parker, which will just be like exhausting one of our inherited our interfaces and our 2 card draw. That sucks. Or we can choose to discard 1 interface, upgrade your control to discard it. I guess we'll just exhaust, but that sucks. I flipped down just to draw 2 cards. You troll. All right, let's just remove that from the game. Damn it. William, exactly what I said at the beginning. It gives me those vibes of, it's like, it's using a suit, right? So it makes sense why it feels like Ironheart or feels like Iron Man or even like Black Panther kind of, right? Like, you know, they build up their suit, their powers, and, you know, late game have a huge board and you're just like comboing, you're just tilting cards sideways, comboing all over the place. It's just fun. Yeah, it's definitely one of those heroes, like way different to the Spider Pig, Spider Ham, Peter Porker stuff yesterday. Definitely different. Okay, so we have our other interface, our final interface. We didn't get through our whole deck, and we got our interfaces all in play. So let's just play Helicarrier. We'll put that one in play. Okay. We want Web of Life and Destiny in play, so I am going to flippity flip. And we are going to, oh, I would like a med team would be fun. Oh, Spider Tingle, we finally got it. Interrupt. When you would reveal an encounter card, deal 1 damage to Web Warrior character you control. If that card has a treachery, cancel its when revealed effects and discard Spider Tingle. I like that. I just like how that works with the whole Web Warrior thing. Like, you want these Web Warriors to like get out of play and come back later and, you know, do all that cool stuff. All right. So, what do we care about right now? Thwarting is important. Attacking, maybe, not so much. I mean, it is. Let's exhaust this one for 1 resource. Oh, actually, let's play a Web of Life and Destiny first, right? Might as well just play it, right? We don't have to pay for it since we're a Web Warrior identity. So let's just play that one. Okay. I'm trying to think of a way to either get Spider Tingle in play. Yeah, we can stop them from having more guys come in off that, right? That would be a good one. Okay, med team is important. Let's do it. Let's do it. So let's go 1. Oh, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do this. But I think I can wait. I think I can wait. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So 1, 2, 3. Feels weird. We're going to put med team into play. Let's just put this up here. 3 counters. Okay. And this is like part of the important part of the deck. We need to get this guy healed up, right? And then we'll drop down to 2. Heal 2, right? Yeah. Now we got this guy nice and fresh to ready our hero again. Yeah. I'm gonna put this into play also. Yeah, let's just get crazy. All right, here we go. Now we got all our stuff played. Our hand is empty. I think we're okay not doing this. Although I could have tossed that to ready and all this kind of stuff, but I think we're okay. All right, so let's do an attack of 2 here. Thwart to here. Which ready's up here. This guy. I mean, what was our last card? I can't remember. It's fine. I don't want to draw right now anyway, so it's fine. But let's just attack 1 here. We'll get that guy out of here later. This we will thwart for 2. This guy. We'll leave him. It's funny. All right. Let's just stop there. We could stop. We could stop. Okay. Draw. Oh, I guess we would have gone through anyway. That's fine. Draw 1. I know. Go ham. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I have enough Web Warrior cards to do that? To kill him in 1 shot? I didn't even think of that. I'm only thinking of his ability against these guys. I never even thought. Because in my head, these guys don't attack, but they do, even though they have 0 attack. I didn't even put that together. But Doug, no, who pointed that out? Brombe. That's yeah, the minion killer thing I understand. But for some reason, because these guys are 0, I just don't even like, I don't think about them. They just act like a card that sits there saying, I can't remove threat here when I want to. You know, that's all I think of them as. I never think about they're actually attacking me and I could use that to my advantage. Yeah, it's just, oh, that would have been great. Yeah, that's how I should have done it. Yeah, I was stupid. So what we could do is, what do? We did, I think they only had 1 on them. We could have say we just took out that guy instead, right? With his 1 attack plus the 2 attack I did here. Let's just say we did it here. Yeah, this is more fun, right? Yeah, we do it here. This is the last guy. We'd remove 7 from here. Yeah. I'm being dumb because yeah, that would be better there, right? Because he wouldn't even get hurt. I could have been using him the whole time to take these guys out. Like, yeah, that was my bad. Yeah, I totally wasn't thinking. Brain fart on my part. Definite brain fart. Yeah, those guys should have been gone a long time ago. That's This is a stream to teach you how not to use Spider-Man UK. Just put him in play and don't use him ever. Until that perfect moment when you have 18 Web Warrior cards on the board and you want to do that final shot to the boss. That's what I use them for. Just taking up an ally slot for no reason. Okay, anyways. Alright, we're having fun. We're having fun. We're having fun. Okay, what are our 3 cards? We got Thwip Thwip. Silk, yes! Silk is one I wish we saw earlier. She is great to get early in the game, throw her in play, and get out that stupid card that brings in your minion stuff. Shadows from the Past, or whatever it's called. Yeah, that is key to this deck. I love it. Just makes it so chill while you're trying to build up. Because, let me tell you, I saw this guy yesterday when I played, out of like the 6 or whatever games I played. This guy came into play every single game early when I played with that aggression deck, okay? And that aggression deck didn't have damage output like you'd expect. And I got stuck with this guy like right from the beginning. And every time you want to generate resources to get stuff into play to fight this guy, he's like damaging your hero. It's so annoying. Such a troll. Such a troll. Very annoying minion. Very hard to get rid of early in the game. And I saw this guy 3 times in a row early game. So then when I got this deck going and I found Silk, oh man, to not really see that guy ever, oh, so good. It was so harsh. I don't even remember what the side scheme did. Oh yeah, this too. So like you want to get rid of this so you don't thread out on the main scheme. This stupid thing comes into play, and as an additional cost you need to pay when you want to thwart here. And then when you see these guys, you can't thwart this, and then that means you can't thwart that. I was like, I kept getting locked out from my minion, or from my Nemesis deck, side deck or whatever, coming into play. Silk is key. Key. Also, just so you know, since Spider-Man UK says when you defend, he triggers when you exhaust to defend. Oh, like before you get hit, right? So I maybe did that wrong before. You're right, you're right. Yeah, when Spider-Man UK defends against an attack, so it's an interrupt because it interrupts like before you deal damage, right? Yeah. Yep. I know this. I've used this guy before. I'm just like, yeah, my bad, my bad. Good call, good call. Thank you, Brombe. I appreciate it. All right. Threat, right? I think that's where we are. We need to do the ambush ability. So let's shuffle. Let's roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got Vulture, who after he attacks and damages you, choose and discard 1 card from your hand, move the active counter next villain, yada, yada, yada. Okay, he's 7 health. Whoops. 7 health. And he wants to attack. We probably should. Spider-Man Hobby Brown. Defend. Attacking for 2. 3. Deal 1 indirect damage to each player. Oh yeah, we can take that, no problem. No problem. Okay. And this adds 1, so he's attacking for 3. Takes out this guy. Now, when Spider-Man leaves play, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 boost icons worth of damage. Okay. And we also get a card off Web of Life and Destiny. After a Web Warrior ally leaves play, choose a player. I'll choose me. Draw 1 card. Ooh, Across the Spider-Verse. Ooh. Okay, okay. All right. This guy's going to attack, so we'll do the whole defend thing. Do we have enough guys still? Web Warrior, Web Warrior, Web Warrior, Web Warrior. 4 damage. Pew! Got him. Brute Force Barricade. Victory 1. Threat cannot be removed from other side schemes. And it's 9. Oh, okay, that's fun. That's fun. Good thing we got rid of those guys stopping us from thwarting side schemes. All right, now what? Our turn. Let's get them. So I'm going to exhaust this down to 1, heal 2 from here. I am going to Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Try to get the cards in our discard pile. Yes! We get to draw this one. Ghost Spider's in there. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't really have the slots for 2 guys anyway, but at least I can get Spider-Man Hobby Brown back. But I think I want to play Silk, actually, to get rid of that side scheming thing, right? So we might maybe hold this card. I don't know. Maybe we hold it. All right, so let's get some stuff in play. So let's do 1 resource, 2 resource. We'll throw Silk into play. She'll let us search the encounter deck for a treachery and discard it. I don't think we saw it. Yeah, Shadow of the Past. Let's get rid of it. Get out. Get out of here. I know what you're trying to do. Trying to bring my nemesis into play. Don't think so. Free Monk, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's do this. Before we want to... Oh, we can't do that yet. Oh, damn it. This will let us go off any side scheme, right? Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is just... He just needs 4 damage. Let's do this. Let's just do a 4 damage attack with our Web Fluid Compressor. We'll finish off this guy. He'll leave. We'll move 7 from here. Taking it down to 2, right? Okay, we'll ready ourselves up. Actually, no, we won't. Not yet. We will Spider-Man thwart 2 from here, readying ourselves. Get rid of this. Then, yep. Okay, then we are going to thwart here. Which we flip, hinder 10. So we're gonna have 15 on here. It's gonna be drawing us extra encounter card during the villain phase. We can't win unless we escape. Force interrupt. Oh yeah, sorry, we forgot the first part. When the last threat's removed from this scheme, resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme, then flip the card. Okay, so we'll do the ambush ability in a sec. And then it says, when the last threat's removed from this scheme, the players win the game. So now we got a race. We found the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's get the heck out of here. So 15 this time. And we need to do the ambush ability. So let's shuffle our guys. Let's roll a die. Number 1, Dr. Octopus. All right. And he's coming in with 8 health. Okay. Our turn still. Let's keep going. So now we have somebody to hit. So we're gonna troll these guys. I mean, if we go thwarting right now, we could thwart for 4, ready up. I mean, ready up, thwart for Thor. Thwart for 4. Silk for 5. But man, I think we just want to web trap this guy. And just thwart off here probably is smarter. It's probably the smarter play. So let's just ready up. We're ready. We'll thwart for 4. We still have an interface, which we could draw a card with off this, which I'd actually be okay with. So let's draw a card. Rapid deployment. Okay. Finally, we get to use them. So let's just throw away Genius. Play for rapid deployment. Oh, we're not using our sync ability. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Not the most efficient play, but let's just remove 3 from here. Let's remove 1 more. Where's the ones? We need the ones. Okay, then we'll just throw these 2 away. Oh, yeah. See, I got to stop exhausting all my interfaces like that. I'm being silly. Yeah, let's just toss these away. We'll just do web trap. Just do 5 damage here. Whatever, man. All right. Ready up. Okay. I guess we can probably just put our interfaces kind of together would be smart. 1, 2, 3 cards. All right, threat here. This guy, he wants to attack us. Let's defend. So we have Web Warriors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage back right now. Ha ha ha! Boom. Let's make sure. Deal damage to attacking enemy. Yep. Got him. And that will take away 7 from here. So when he goes to activate, so what we're going to do right now to troll, when you would reveal an encounter card, deal 1 damage to a Web Warrior character you control. Sure. Let's do it to Silk. Silk will leave. We'll draw a card off of Web of Life and Destiny. And if it's a treachery, cancel its when revealed effects and discard Spider Tingle. Yeah, like come on, man, it's just so good. So good. All right. And then it's our turn. Oh, I have to use Tingle before I use the card? Oh, I'm so sorry. When you would reveal an encounter. Oh, okay, yeah, it's the wood part. Okay. So that's why you guys are saying it works with Scarlet Spider is you do the Scarlet Spider first, see what the card is, right? Then on the same interrupt, you do that? Is that what you guys are saying? I thought I had Scarlet Spider there. Yeah, okay. We'll just pretend I was going to use it anyway, because I did want to stop any of those treacheries from bringing a new boss in play or 2 new bosses. So we'll just pretend that I did it there, just so we can like wrap this up. But yeah, good call, good call. It's when you would reveal. Same thing that says on Scarlet Spider, right? Our turn. So we just need to throw it for 4 and we win. Oh, I forgot the extra encounter card. Extra encounter card. Extra encounter card, extra encounter card. Discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards are discarded this way, this card gains surge. That one I'm okay with. I'm going to get rid of... Let's get rid of Aunt May and Uncle Ben. You'd probably say Med Team is the call, but I don't care about Aunt May and Uncle Ben anymore. They showed up too late. I don't like that card. Sometimes it hits, more times it doesn't. The FFG LCG police are on their way. Oh no! Oh no! Judge! Hey Heather. SPDR in this protection deck just flows. No matter what mulligan I do, no matter what start I get in the game, somehow, since it's running protection and has allies, it builds up nice and smooth. It has a Web Warrior module that combos. It has an interface module that combos. I can't play it wrong. Like, even if I do inefficient turns or inefficient mulligans, inefficient starts, it's somehow just, it's a very stable deck in true solo, at least against the Sinister Six. And I love it. And it just builds up and you have fun little combos and big, huge turns late in the game. I didn't even need to use Thwip Thwip, which, like, in this scenario, stunning 2 of the enemies is like amazing just to buy you time early game. But yeah, just the healing of your allies, the redding effects off Spider-Man combo, This deck is just like, oh, I love it. I love it. Way better than the aggression one that I played. Way better, I think. Like protection in Spider is good. All right, let's just close it off, right? We just thwart and buff for thwart for 2. Woo, we win. So like this was never a problem. This was never a problem. Minions weren't a problem because those minions suck. The bosses weren't a problem. Yeah, like it just worked. And I saw a lot of my cards that, like, if I had Web of Life of Destiny early, of course, way better. I saw it super late. Aunt May and Uncle Ben, saw them super late. Spider Tingle might have been fun earlier. Silk, saw Silk super late, but we got lucky. We didn't get our Nemesis module in play. Across the Spider-Verse never showed up at the right time, but still is awesome. It did help us out. But again, if you get like Ghost Spider and Hobby Brown, you know, Ghost Spider or Spider-Man early, and they're able to leave play, and you know, bring them back with Across the Spider-Verse and all that kind of stuff, get some more value out of the Web Warrior kit. But man, I like Med Team feels like kind of lame, but like when you have Spider-Man on the board early in the game and he's just literally readying your hero over and over again to use multiple interfaces. Oh, so good. So good. Love it. Yeah, so definitely, again, my playing Spider, playing Spider after playing Spider-Ham and Ironheart recently, it's like it definitely took some time and took like trying out 3 different aspects for me to finally find one that I was like, yes. And the Web Warrior thing, to be able to try all the Web Warrior cards together too in the same playthrough, like same decks, with all the new Web Warrior cards that came in Spider-Ham and Spider's decks, their packs. It's just fun to see it all like work together. I just love those tribal decks, those like theme decks, you know, and this one has a whole interface theme around that trait. And then it has, you know, a little bit of tech, but then it also has the focus on the Web Warrior keyword or the Web Warrior trait. Super fun. Super fun. And you think like, since the deck needs to build up and it's kind of can be slow to build up, of course you can play it aggressive and dig out your interfaces and just get punched in the face over and over again. And the scheming happening while you're trying to build up your board. But the fact that they give you 14 printed hit points, you can literally just take a bunch of hits while you're building up and like kind of just ignore the enemy hitting you. Yes, healing is a little rough if you're trying to recover health later, but there are cards you can put in the deck to help with that. Like I have heal in this deck, but it's mainly for the allies, not for my hero. But I mean, when I get the allies out, they protect my hero. So I only lost 3 health like the whole game. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. Maybe the Sinister Six isn't like the best showcase, but you have to deal with threat all over the place. There are some minions, and you have to deal with multiple villains trolling you and messing with you. But yeah, I don't know, it's cool. Yeah, you do need a bigger table, Doug, to play this deck, 100%. You do need a bigger table. This is just like the Iron Man idea. Who else? Who else is like that, where you build out like a huge board of toys? I know the Black Panther does it too. Who else? There's other heroes we played over time that I love that did it. I can't remember. Is like Venom? Does Venom do that too? I can't remember. Like, it's like a focus on like supports and upgrades, right? Like those kind of things. It's definitely fun. Oh, MJ Newman designed her in Black Widow. Let's see. Yeah, Michael Boggs and MJ Newman worked on this one with a little help from Caleb. That's cool. Yeah, I bring these down now. I just have them all in a pile. I need to find like a folder or something to put them in. I don't even know why I saved them. I need to put them all on my wall, right? As the cool posters. I just save them. I put them like in the rule book and just kind of like keep it like that. Just. But yeah, we can look up who made which one. Who was behind them? Who did it? Venom was Michael Boggs and Caleb. Yeah, so Gamora is like a deck building hero, right? Like focus on event stuff. Who else is like a deck building focused hero that messes with deck building? I bet Jeremy is behind those. Jeremy's Worm. Or Worm, yeah, that's how you say it. Black, yeah, MJ Newman on Black Widow. Yeah, she did that one. She did that one. Oh, War Machine. I don't think I played War Machine. Okay, in my box there, let me show you. Let me show you. I have it beside me. I don't usually bring it down here. All right, 1 sec, 1 second. Hold on. It's a big one. So in my box here, I have all the heroes I've played at least once on stream. But then I have this group here. This is where I put my new heroes I get and ones I've never played. That I don't have. I maybe played them, but I don't have a stream of playing them or a video playing them. So I've never played with Hulk. I just stole the cards from him and moved on. Scarlet Witch. Matouche sent us deck lists for Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. We were going to play them on stream. We still will. I want to play those two together with Mel, and we do a stream of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. So they're kind of just sitting there. We just need to get that done. Drax, I think I played Drax, but not on stream. I don't think I played Drax on stream. But I definitely like some cards that came in his pack. Vision. I never played Vision on stream. I feel like I played Vision though, trying him off stream, but maybe I just never got around to like other games showed up and I just got busy playing other stuff. What the heck? Oh, War Machine. Yeah, I've never played War Machine. I've never played War Machine. So that's why I didn't know to name War Machine, but that makes sense. He's like Iron Man probably, right? No one ever talks about War Machine either, I feel. Is he kind of like lame? Kind of just the worst Iron Man or something? After you change to this form, place 5 ammo counters on War Machine. Oh, he's one of these guys that saves up counters. We've been playing those lately. And who else? Who didn't I play? Valkyrie. I never played Valkyrie. Yeah, so these are all the heroes I've never played on stream yet. So stay tuned. Some point I'll get to them. But they keep releasing new ones that I want to play more, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so I just keep that in there as my... So yeah. Oh, Nebula. It was Nebula, right? Yeah, I remember playing Nebula. Nebula was the other one. Yeah, Nebula has all the upgrades. War Machine is very good. I need to play him. And the cool part is, so like, I know some of you are like, you're nuts. Why do you buy these things and don't play with them? I just collect LCGs over the years, and I know sometimes you just buy a pack of cards, and you don't really care about all the cards in the pack. You're just buying cards to go in your other decks or to play with your other factions or heroes or characters or whatever, right? So I usually just buy all the packs and then steal all the cards out of them and build decks with them, or, you know, net deck and that stuff. But the cool part is, and I find it so fun, is sometimes a hero comes out and you play it in an LCG or a faction or whatever. You know, you get a card, you build a deck around it, or you build your faction, and it feels like it could be better, but it's not. And then all of a sudden the next pack comes out a month later, or 2 months later, or 6 months later, and then some cards come out that really you can tell were designed with that hero in mind, or that faction in mind, and then the deck just really works. So I don't feel bad. I find it fun. Like, I know Hulk has issues. People don't like him a lot in True Solo and stuff. But there have been cards that are coming out that I hear people mention that are like, oh, that would be great in a Hulk deck. And it's fun when I go back, or when I play Hulk for the first time, I'm going to have so many more cards to choose from that maybe play with Hulk and maybe make Hulk a bit better. And maybe it's fun. You know, and I just experienced it like in a different way. I don't know. True Solo Valkyrie is hard? Oh, I don't even know what Valkyrie does. Death Perception, hero action. Play the set aside Death Glow upgrade as if it were in your hand. Is that like your sword or something? Attached to an enemy. Forced interrupt. When attached enemy is defeated, set this card aside out of play. If Valkyrie defeated that enemy, ready her. Oh, so you're kind of putting like hits on their head, basically, like little bounties on the enemy. That's weird, but cool. Brunhilde? Setup. Set Deathglow upgrade aside out of play. Not this day. Action. Detach Deathglow and set it aside out of play. Detach. Detach Deathglow. So it's like you have it on an enemy and you want to move it to a different enemy? Is that what's happening? You're like managing this little readying effect? Has to be other cards that work with it, right? Exhaust Annabelle Riggs. Search top 5 cards of your deck for a Valkyrie card. Add it to your hand. Shuffle the rest back in your deck. Okay, cool. Valhalla. After Valkyrie attacks and defeats an enemy that has Deathglow attached, exhaust Valhalla, draw a card, and heal a damage for Valkyrie. Okay, yeah, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. This is such a like a multiplayer character. I see exactly what's going on here. I mean, it could be cool, but I like we've seen this in other games, right? It's the whole thing of like marking. It's like who the character in Gloomhaven we were playing with in our campaign on Fridays we were playing that Cynthia was using, the Deathstalker or whatever. I shouldn't be, I guess, spoiling stuff like that, but whatever. And we've seen it in other games and board games and card games and stuff where like it's you're marking an enemy and then you get bonuses based off that enemy being marked. It's kind of neat actually. But yeah, true solo, I can see it being annoying because like you have all these buffs for a specific enemy, but then the priority changes at the table and then you have nobody to help you cover those other priorities. So then you have to do that flip down and detach. Yeah, I see what's going on. Ooh, horsey. Valkyrie gets +4 hit points and gains an aerial trait. I'm on a horse. After the enemy with Deathglow is defeated, discard Flight of the Valkyrie. Remove 5 threat from a scheme. Yeah, that seems like a ass backwards, long-winded way to just get threat off a scheme. Okay. Visit Valhalla. Return a Valkyrie card from your discard pile to your hand. Bring back the dead. Chooser of the Slain. Hero action. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion. Put it into play, engage you, and draw 2 cards. Oh, this kind of stuff. Did she probably came with all those aggression cards, right? That were like grabbing minions into play and beating up minions to do things with overkill and stuff. I bet that's what that stuff came with. Feels like that would be good in her pre-con deck, probably. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion. Oh, we already read that. Shield Maiden. When the enemy with Deathglow attached attacks, declare Valkyrie a defender without exhausting her. She gets +2 defense for the attack. But it's only that enemy. Like, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Have at the 3 of them. 3 cost. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If that enemy has Deathglow attached, as attack gains overkill. So you kind of need to play in scenarios that have minions and probably big minions, right? You'd want. Yeah, she came with aggression. I figured. She's great aggression. Okay. Yeah, Mel needs to play this character for sure. But I want it. You guys have challenged me. Like, I want to play it in true solo so I can bitch and complain. But are there new cards out that maybe make her a bit better than she was back when she released, you know? This is what I was talking about, right? Give to a Brunhilde player. Valkyrie cannot attack the enemy with the Deathglow attached. Quick, we need to get her some Tylenol. Oh man, that headache. Alter ego action. Spend an energy and a mental resource. Remove Trouble in Otherworld from the game. And then I always like looking at their nemesis, because then you get an idea of what their strengths are, right? That they're trying to shut down. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a set aside area or for a copy of Seduced and attach it to your identity. Seduced. Okay. Attach your identity. You cannot make basic attacks or play attack events. Gross. Gross. Okay. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense. 5 card draw, 12 hit points. On the other side, 6 and 12. 4 recovery. Okay. Matthew says Valk is one of my favorite characters. In Marvel or in this game? Interesting. Yeah, I just never played her. John says her best quality is that she can play the Bifrost, which is an insane card. Or Bifrost? Bifrost? One cost support. Play only if your identity has the Asgard trait. Action exhausts the Bifrost or Bifrost. Search your deck for an Asgard ally. Ooh, and play it. Oh, paying its cost. That's still good, right? This is the one you're talking about? No, in Marvel, not in the game. Okay. Brown Bay says she's so fun in multiplayer with a scenario with minions. Okay. I do have fun. I'll be honest. I've had fun lately. Like at the end of the stream, we kind of pick which villain I'm playing the next. So it was fun. We picked yesterday the scenario to play the Sinister Six against Spider, and it was fun messing with it, trying to find a deck that worked for the scenario. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings LCG, right? Sometimes your deck just can't really get through the scenario. You know, you need some answers, or you need to round out some weaknesses or add to some different strengths. And it was fun to try to go through the different Spider deck builds and aspects and try to figure out the one that like kind of worked for the scenario. So I can understand like that exists in that game as it does in Lord of the Rings, where like, you know, sometimes a hero or a faction or an aspect or a build or a theme in a deck kind of excels in certain scenarios and stinks in others, right? So it's like, you know, and you're just trying to look for the most like efficient and well-rounded that can handle all scenarios. But in these LCGs, they try to like experiment so much in different scenarios that not every deck usually, or every aspect or hero or whatever, will do good in every situation. But then I love the idea that there's also the player count matters, right? And the other heroes you have at the table and what they're covering. So there's like this different side meta to true solo, right? That just some heroes stink at it, or some aspects in certain heroes you can't, it just won't work in certain scenarios and stuff, which is fun to try to solve that puzzle, like not to mention just the puzzle of the game. Hey, Spencer. No worries, James. Have fun watching that. That game was fun. The expansion definitely makes Outer Rim better, for sure. For sure. Just like, in my opinion, the Star Wars Rebellion expansion made that one better too. Spooter? No, it's just Spider, or some people say SPDR. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. So the next hero I'm doing tomorrow, I don't think I'm gonna play another one today. I'm like kind of burnt out, but and I also need to still solve Nova. So I also switched gears last night to playing around this morning, playing a few Nova games. So I want to play Nova tomorrow. It's upstairs, of course. I didn't bring the Nova deck down. Lucas is asking, Spider could win against Ronin? I don't know. I did put Ronin away. I don't know if I want to take that challenge on. But yeah, Nova, I don't know. I don't want to kind of like spoil everything, but like so far, like I grabbed a leadership build of Nova that I found online, and you know, Nova has like lots of resources and should be able to play allies and all that stuff. But I don't know, Nova himself and his kit and stuff, Not really feeling it in the leadership aspect. So I'm now trying, I just before the stream started, I grabbed an aggression deck. I just feel Nova's damage output like is like the worst. So bad. In true solo, and I was playing against Thanos, you know, my fault too, right? But Thanos, you need some high damage output at the table, right? So in true solo, if you don't have high damage output in your deck, you're going to get flooded with big minions or, you know, 20 something health on Thanos, right? Plus his reduction attachments and retaliate garbage, and his power stones being annoying. But home technique, I don't know if that's in the deck that I grabbed actually. But that's what I'm going to do after this stream. I want to go play Nova with some aggression, and hopefully I can find a deck to play for tomorrow. That's where I'm at. Let's see. So for Nova, so I think I tried this one. So for fun, I grabbed one for the money. This is the one I tried first. And I put this deck together. It has potential. It's a really cool deck. But it's, you know, talks about true solo versus expert Ronin and Thanos. So I put together expert Thanos because I wanted to play something different because I just played Ronin yesterday. So I did expert Thanos and played this deck like 2 or 3 times against him. And it just wasn't like, the games were taking so long because I was just trying to hold on and survive. And the damage output to deal with minions showing up, Nemesis minion, Thanos' large health count, him reducing the health, trying to get rid of his attachments, keep the threat down on the main scheme. It's just not enough damage on the allies or on Nova to just get the scenario freaking done. So I'm just sitting there spinning my wheels for turn after turn after turn. And he has this whole thing where he wants to like finish off. He has his like combo cards that want to like remove the final threat off a scheme or the final damage off an enemy. But like he only hits for 1 or removes 1 threat. It's so annoying. And like I didn't always have his event cards, and like you're supposed to get his event cards going. But even if you get them cycling on turns and get some good combo turns, it's not consistent. It was just not good. I don't know. But again, I'm playing a deck someone else made, and you know, I was just playing Thanos after playing Marvel Champions all day. So I mean, it's on me too, right? But it just wasn't syncing with my playstyle and like and what I was trying to do. So I'm now moving on to trying. I don't know what the other one was. I just put it together. Maybe it's this one. Don't stop me now. No, it's not this one. This one I started looking at. It's like, okay, cool. Lots of likes. Looks neat. But, oh, it does have home technique. Oh. I see what you're saying. Okay. This one here says, this deck is ideally meant to work in minion-heavy scenarios. In higher player counts, you can forgo. So I was just like reading that and I was like, Thanos isn't really like a high minion scenario. Like they're big minions, but it's not constant. So I don't know. Maybe that's not the deck. So I think maybe this is the one I built. No, it's not this one. Now I need to find it. Oh no. Oh, it's this one, I think. Kill the Collector Fast. From the Living Card Gamer. Thank you, Living Card Gamer, for posting this. This is the next one I'm going to try. I don't know if this is the one I'm going to like or play. This is just the next one I put together I'm going to try after I'm done the stream. But yeah, any tips? I appreciate the tips for Nova. I need help. That's why I'm like bringing him up. Like, am I missing something? I don't know. I don't know. Turns Dive Bomb into a tactical nuke. That's what I need against Thanos. I need the big damage to take out when I have a minion drops in with 6 or 7 health that I just need to get off the board. And I have Thanos that when I finally get a tough card off of him, I need to get some good damage through so I can move the scenario along, you know? that would be helpful. So I think aggression is the answer to playing true solo against Thanos on expert. That is what I'm working on. So Crux says hone technique plus dive bomb equals big damage. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna try it right after the stream. And Crux says Nova's my favorite hero. He is so good when you get a good yeah, I know the Unleash the Nova Force turn, but it's only in certain scenarios. I feel like I have to play against a scenario that has less health minions, like more weenie minions, and Thanos isn't that. So it doesn't, like, it's hard to, and he also doesn't have many side schemes, I feel. You know, like some of those scenarios that dump out the like little side schemes all over the place, I feel like he'd be so fun in those. Or in multiplayer where you have other players to help you get those big minions down and the big schemes down to lower threat, so then you can clean them off, right? It just in true solo, it just was a struggle in the Thanos, expert Thanos I was playing. I don't know if that was a problem too. I also tried to expert Thanos with the standard 2 deck. After we talked about the standard 2 and expert 2 yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it in just for fun. But yeah, I took it out like right after the first game. It was so bad. So bad. Nova is fun with aggression, says Clueless Augur. Thank you so much. I hope so. I think that's what I'll hopefully settle on. But it's been fun over the last like few days to play. Like I've played now protection, played aggression, whether on stream or off stream, played leadership, played justice, like mixing them up in different heroes, playing some new cards, some old cards. Yeah, it's been fun playing some villains that I've never played outside of the campaign streams we did. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm definitely having fun binging Marvel Champions lately, for sure. For sure. I can't wait for the X-Men stuff though. Can't wait. Doug says, I'm about to go finish my Universal playthrough of Ghost Spider, and then I'm on to new characters. Nova is going to be one of the first. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, Ghost Spider's cool. When Mel was playing that in our campaign stream, Ghost Spider, I think she was playing in the whole campaign, right? Pretty sure. But anyways, seeing Ghost Spider is super cool. The whole like playing all your events and storing your events and playing them like all in the villain phase. So neat. So neat. Ghost Spider makes protection cool to play. Although so does SPDR, right? Or Spider. Yeah, that was cool. And Eric says, I've only used Nova in multiplayer. And that's what I feel. After playing Nova yesterday, I was like, oh man, am I playing one of these heroes that's just like not great in true solo? Might be a little rough tomorrow. But we're going to play Thanos. I'm sticking to Thanos. I don't care. If it's a bad matchup, we're sticking with Thanos. And we're going to try to solve it. That's my challenge. That's what I was talking about earlier, is trying to like adjust your deck or build your team or whatever is part of the gameplay and part of the fun of like trying to find the answers that can solve the scenario. And like, I don't mind a super challenging one where it maybe isn't the best matchup, but like just hoping we can squeak it through. We'll see. But maybe it's a good matchup. We'll find out. I need to crank it back down to Thanos standard. Before, I just had it on expert like from the start, and I shouldn't have done that probably. It's like too much health and stuff, and the tough status card right away is annoying. But at least like you can get it off with his like weenie one attack, no problem. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you everyone for hanging out, and like I appreciate the advice for real, to help direct me for tomorrow. So I'm back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing Nova noon Eastern again, same time. We'll bring Thanos to the table is the plan. Unless somehow that aggression deck cannot even get close to beating it for some reason, but I think it'll be fine. And maybe I'll switch up the villain, but maybe we'll be playing a different aspect with Nova, just like I did today with Spider. I thought I was going to be playing Spider today with aggression, but just was not feeling it, so switched it out last night. Happy I did. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll check out Nova on stream. So stay tuned. If you're looking for the other Marvel Champions playthroughs we do on the channel, check the playlist in the video description. Hit the like button on your way out. Feel free to share these videos. You know, help build the audience here. Would always be appreciated. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate the ranting, the rambling, the conversation, the watching me fumble and trying to learn a new hero. And hopefully I showed the hero off, so you can decide whether this pack's for you, or just see that like they're still coming out with cool, interesting heroes in Marvel Champions many years into the card pool which is good. Because if they run out of steam and these X-Men heroes are not the jam, I'm going to be sad. They better have done some cool things with the mutants. I don't know what they could come up with, but it better be interesting. It better be cool. They better be powerful, or I'm going to riot. I will literally riot. So thank you for hanging out in the Marvel Champions X-Men waiting room here at Rob's Gaming Table. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.